Taekwondo is more than a martial art. It is the story of a nation's survival, identity, and evolution. Its roots stretch back over 2,000 years to the ancient Korean peninsula. During a time known as the Three Kingdoms period, Korea was divided into Goguryeo, Taekje, and Silla. Inside royal tombs from Goguryeo, historians discovered murals of warriors practicing striking and kicking techniques. These early combat systems were known as Subak and Taekkyeon. Taekkyeon in particular emphasized dynamic footwork, fluid movement, and high snapping kicks, elements that remain central to Taekwondo today. In the Kingdom of Silla, an elite youth warrior class known as the Hwarang trained not only in combat, but in philosophy, loyalty, and moral discipline. Their code of honor helped unify the Korean peninsula and laid the spiritual foundation that modern Taekwondo still carries. Courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and indomitable spirit. As centuries passed, Korea entered the Joseon dynasty. Confucian ideals elevated scholarship over military training, and martial arts practice declined. Taekyeon survived quietly among civilians, preserved more as a cultural tradition than a formal military system. Then, in 1910, everything changed. Japan occupied Korea. For 35 years, Korean culture and martial practices were suppressed. During this period, many Koreans traveled to Japan and studied Japanese martial arts, especially karate. One of the most influential figures of this era was Gichin Funakoshi, the founder of Shotokan Karate. His methods would strongly influence the next generation of Korean martial artists. When Korea was liberated in 1945 at the end of World War II, martial arts schools, called kwans, began opening across the country. These schools blended ancient Korean techniques with karate-based striking systems. Each kwan had its own identity and curriculum, but there was a growing desire to unify them under a single Korean martial art. One man would play a pivotal role in that unification. General Choi Hong-hee, a military leader and martial artist, he advocated for a uniquely Korean system that reflected both national pride and technical effectiveness. In 1950, the name Taekwondo was officially adopted. Taek meaning foot, Kwon meaning fist, Do meaning way, the way of the foot and the fist. Throughout the 1960s, Taekwondo spread rapidly. Korean masters traveled worldwide, teaching soldiers and civilians alike. Demonstration teams showcased explosive board breaks and lightning-fast kicks that captivated international audiences. In 1966, General Choi founded the International Taekwondo Federation, or ITF. This organization emphasized traditional forms, powerful linear techniques, and a distinct sine wave motion in its execution. But political tensions led to division. In 1973, South Korea established a separate governing body, now known as World Taekwondo. This organization focused on sport competition, refining sparring rules and emphasizing speed, athleticism, and high-scoring kicks. The split created two primary styles of Taekwondo, ITF and World Taekwondo. Though technically different, both share the same historical roots and philosophical core. Taekwondo's global recognition reached its peak when it became an Olympic sport. After appearing as a demonstration event in 1988 and 1992, it officially debuted as a medal sport at the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games. Today, Taekwondo is practiced in more than 200 countries, with tens of millions of practitioners worldwide. It has evolved into both a traditional martial discipline and a high-performance combat sport, featuring spinning hook kicks, axe kicks, and electronic scoring systems. Yet beyond the competition mats and Olympic arenas, Taekwondo remains what it has always been, a path of self-development. It is the legacy of ancient warriors. It is the resilience of a nation under occupation. It is the fusion of tradition and modern sports science. And above all, it is a discipline that teaches individuals not just how to fight, but how to live.